Hello, families and second graders. I wanted to first say thank you for a wonderful round of extended learning. Second graders, I'm proud of the work that you sent in to me, and I'm looking forward to all the hard work that you're going to put into this next round of extended learning. Parents, I thank you for your support in both your child's academics as well as your support with me. I know that many of you are still working. Many of you still have other things that you are doing, and taking on a whole new role and responsibility is very hard. So thank you so much for all of your support. I wanted to go through and explain all of the different assignments that are on there for April's extended learning. I went ahead and put all of April's on there so that you can look at the different assignments. Some families like to work ahead of time if they can. Some like to take it day by day. So I just wanted to put everything on there for you in case you need it. I'm going to be showing you my Canvas page on my computer, and it looks a little bit different than what your child sees just because it's through my viewpoint, but everything will be named the same. Everything will have the same materials inside of it, all the same assignments. It just looks a little bit different just because it's on my computer and it's through my viewpoint. So I'm going to first show you what the assignments are going to be named and looked like. So you have all of April's extended learning. Now, as I explained before, we went through and did, sorry, my camera skills are a little not so great. So I apologize, but I told you before that when we did this extended learning, we were first expecting 10 days of extended learning. So we did everything by days. So we had 10 days worth of assignments. And we're kind of continuing with that same pattern. So these will not necessarily be week by week, but they will rather be by days. So you will see that the assignments are kind of like they might start on a Thursday and end on a Wednesday, and that's just because of how the days had to happen to be split up. So you will see that they have their related arts required playlist, which I had already talked about before, and that whole playlist is due on April 30th. Your child should be able to access YouTube on their iPad, but please let me know if you're having difficulties doing so. The next thing you're going to see is something called April Daily Tasks and Assignments. It says please read first, so we'll get back to that in just a second. This is one of the most important key parts of our extended learning. The next parts are your math and your grammar and your reading assignments, which are your morning work and your math warm-up that you had been working on during the first round of extended learning. So these are just the same kind of assignments that you're going to see again. You will see when they start, when they end, and when they are due, when they should be submitted to me. Again, I uploaded all of April's, so you're going to see a lot on there. Please just make sure that you're looking at the due date and seeing when they are due. Of course, if you finish before the due date, your child is more than welcome to submit to me, but I do need them by that due date so that we can make sure that they're learning and staying on top of their learning. So if I went ahead and clicked on one of these assignments, so you will see this is reading and grammar. So here is Wednesday's work. You will see what they have to do on Wednesday. Once they are done, it goes to Thursday and so on. When they get to the very end, this is what's going to be graded. So all of this needs to be done independently. They have the same type of grammar sheet that they've been working on, and then they have a cold read that they are expected to read by themselves, answer the questions, and do a writing by themselves. So just making sure that your child is working independently on that so that their grade matches their expectations. Let me fix that real quick. So that is reading and grammar, and I appreciate all the work that has already been sent in for the last round. All right. So when I showed you this, I talked about the daily tasks and what that looked like and how that was something that you should be reading first. This is what is on your daily tasks and your required work. This is kind of like a playlist that second grade had created so that everything your child needs is in one document. We work a lot on checklists in our classrooms. They have reading jobs that they have checklists that when they complete an assignment, they check it off. And so we kind of went with the same format so it was familiar with your child. And so I wanted to kind of show you what that looked like. On this side, everything highlighted in yellow is something that is required for your child to do. Everything on the other side is optional work that if you feel like your child needs more practice with something or they need a challenge in some way, they are welcome to do those things. Your required work, you'll have your daily warm-ups, which is your reading and grammar, and your math, which I just kind of went over. You'll have your reading, which is when you need to listen to the I Survived Hurricane Katrina. I have a link that has the book by chapter if you choose to listen to it that way, or your child can read the book with you. You can read the book to your child. And then they have questions that they need to answer on their assignments in Canvas, and I'll show you that in just a minute. That's something they should be doing every day. Their warm-up is something they should be doing every day. And then they have a math assignment that they should be doing every day. So each of these should take about 15 minutes to complete. So 15 minutes for their math warm-up, 15 minutes for their reading and grammar warm-up, 15 minutes for reading, and 15 minutes for math. So that should be about 60 minutes of work a day. For their math, there are 7 activities that are listed here. Each day, your child can choose one of these activities to complete, and then they're going to go ahead and post it, what they did, onto Seesaw. And if you're having trouble getting onto Seesaw, please reach out to me and I will send you all the login information and everything like that. If it's still not working, we will work something out for you to send that work to me. So by the end of the extended learning, by the 30th, your child will have 16 activities to complete for their math. And they can repeat the same activity more than once. But I do ask that you try to have them do one of the activities at least one time. All of the activities one time. So they have things like collecting coins and counting on to find the amount. Excuse me. They have roll a dice and create a 2-digit number, repeat it, and then add or subtract the numbers. They have to create a chart documenting what you do throughout the day using time, use a playground equipment, hula hoops and chalk or something. They can draw it if they don't have a hula hoop, to create an analog clock to tell time. Use a toy to measure the height of your family members, make a bar graph to show the measurements, help your parents follow a recipe, and cut your lunch into fractions. So those are the 4 parts that should be done every single day. They should be doing one part of their daily work, so one part of their math warm-up, one part of their reading and grammar. They should be doing a chapter from I Survived Hurricane Katrina and answering the questions, and then they should be doing one of these math activities. Down below, it says that you may keep track of your tasks below. So here's where that checklist comes into play. So you'll see the different things so that your child can kind of be independent and say, okay, I got this done, I this, oh, I need to do this, but I have everything else completed. So this is on Canvas for you. The other side is all optional work that your child can do. There are things for writing, some cursive practice. There is reading where they can do different ways to show what they are learning through the book I Survived Hurricane Katrina. With science, they have a severe weather choice board, which I have on my Canvas page. It's not just this little picture. And then this has another checklist in case they want to use that with that. So on my Canvas again, I'll do it this way because it's a little easier for me to maneuver. You will see April daily tasks, which is what I just went over. You have your reading and grammar, which is due on the 15th of April. You have your math, which is due on the 15th of April. Again, you have your reading and grammar, which is due on the 22nd. Then what is due on the 23rd. Here you will see I Survived Hurricane Katrina comprehension questions. This has the book link in it, so if you click on that, it will send you, this one will just send you to the first chapter, but if you click on the link, if I just clicked on the video on accident, but if you actually click on the link, you will see all the different chapters over here. So you'll have all access to all the chapters of that story. And then down below, you will see the I Survived Hurricane Katrina questions. So each chapter, they have some questions that you will need to answer. And then your child can choose to submit them daily or choose to submit them on the 30th. If they don't choose to submit it daily, I would suggest doing a picture, taking a screenshot of the work just in case it does erase, which again, I'm not sure why that has been happening. It's been happening across the board. So I just suggest that you do take that screenshot just to save your child's work. You could post it to Seesaw if you want to. You can submit it daily. All submitting it daily does is it it replaces what was already sent to me. So if they send something to me on Monday, and then again on Tuesday with something new, it'll replace what they sent to me on Monday. Then down below, you have your optional science choice board. Again, that's something that's a choice. You don't have to do that. It's just something that's there for you. I know that this is a lot of information. I wanted to create this video to kind of make it easier for you so that you could kind of reference this video if you need to. Again, your child should be doing daily work. If for some reason the work gets erased, it's okay. The most important thing is that they have that last piece that is graded sent to me. That's the part that's going to count towards their grade. Everything else obviously is very important and they should be working on that as well. But if it gets erased and they don't have a screenshot of it or they didn't post it to Seesaw, it's okay. We will figure it out together. This is a learning experience for us all, and I promise that we will get through it, and we will have a lot of smart second graders who have learned a lot. If anything, this experience has been a very big learning experience for us all. So again, thank you for your patience. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your support. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I will answer you as soon as I can. Remember that our office hours are 9 to 11. If you need something during that time, you can send me an email and I will get back to you. But other than that, I just wanted to send this video to hopefully help you with this next round. Hopefully it moves smoothly and it makes sense and you can be happy with the results of this extended learning. I hope you have a great night. I hope you and your family are staying healthy and that you are doing some sort of fun family activity each day as often as you can. I'll see you soon. Love you. See you. Bye, second graders.